Today we are having a very, very important conference. This conference is to try and help the students create awareness and also make the students transform. These are the youth. All the youth within the Mombasa County are here, and what we are trying to do is to empower them so that they can understand and appreciate diversity. They can also understand each other's culture. We're also trying to explain to them that they should not be victims of other people's ambition. We need to integrate ourselves, we need to appreciate our diversity, and we can only do that if we really understand each other.
And we're engaging a program encouraging people to come together for interfaith and intercultural dialogue, because we believe only in building relationships of cooperation and having our religious communities come together and be a force of cohesion rather than competition with one another can we really begin to heal the divisions of our time. And it's a time when we believe all of the Abrahamic faiths cannot proclaim the oneness of God without at the same time proclaiming and making real the oneness of all people in God. And that's what we're trying to do, to help encourage people to see the only way past our divisions and to heal them is if we're willing to come together in a dialogue where we can have the courage to actually meet one another, to the one that we look upon as the religious, the racial, the ethnic other, and get past the labels.
That it is their world and it is their responsibility to create peace. It is their responsibility to create better understanding. And I'm really delighted to have this partnership between CECF in the US and Technical University of Mombasa, TUM, in order to bring this international conference next year. Hopefully we will be announcing the conference next year, so we have students from all over the world. Today, students joined us through Zoom, but I hope next year students will be here and they will stay here for 5 days.
It's not an Islamic function, neither an Islamic program. It is a combination of different cultures here, Islam and Christian, and others who are not Muslims, neither they Christians. So it's not a religious activity, it is a cultural and spiritual also, of course, spiritual, but it is not for Muslims. That's why you see the delegation which came from America is made of both Muslims and Christians. That is an imam from USA, Washington, and the other is a father also, a Catholic father from Washington, to show diversity and to remove those misconceptions and enmity between these religions. That is the major aim. So at the end of the day, we want these youth to have that diversity life in their campuses, in their life, and so on and so forth.
I would say be proud of what you have here in history, to be proud of what you have here in a very cosmopolitan society for more than 1,000 years. And so my big message about Islamic history, and not become closed-minded and each one jealous of what they have, but we can work all together, because the problems of the world right now cannot be solved by one group, and in fact it will be the opposite of solved if we compete with one another and just try to overpower one another.
As you can see, as in there are many misconceptions out there. Even starting by myself, I'm a Muslim and I'm a Kikuyu. Many people ask me, how can you be a Muslim and you're a Kikuyu? As in, people confuse so many things, culture, ethnic groups, and
I've benefited a lot in terms of learning of diversity and all the other things that relate, for we to relate with others within and even outside the world. So I aspire to study abroad in the near future, and me learning other cultures, it will really enable me to interrelate with others and even have the coexistence that is peacefully and we are in a harmonious way.
One thing that I've learned about this program is that it gives everyone a basic ground for us to exercise our knowledge and for us to expand on our knowledge as far as university education is concerned.
First of all, has been a good exposure to learn more and I understand more about youth empowerment basically, and how to connect to the outside world, because basically from where I am from, networking